Hey guys, it's Jimmy here and welcome back to Automobilista for another video. Now today I'm looking at some of the Brit pack content that came out semi-recently, came out before the Porsche packs in Assetto Corsa, but I wasn't really feeling like making videos back then, so I didn't. But now I am, so here we are. I am in the Formula Trainer, basically a Formula Ford car. There are two cars that come in that sort of Formula 4 pack. You have the advanced car, which I'm in now, which is about 140 horsepower, operates on slick tyres, and the sort of the rookie car, which has 100 odd horsepower and has sort of groove tyres with tread on. So this obviously is the faster car out of the two. I'm going to be doing a 10-lap race here today at Oulton Park, the Foster's layout. I'm going to talk a bit about this car, a bit about the track, a bit about what I think about the update, etc. And yeah, take you guys along for the ride, because I know you love it really, don't you? Yeah? Yeah? Well, here we are, sitting on the grid, 14th place, sort of midway down the pack. I'm just about to see the lights from here, so I'm going to put it in first gear. This car is sequential, so flappy paddles for me at the moment. And green. We go green earlier than I think we do, but I get away okay. Waiting for that wheel spin to stop and go into second gear. The first gear in this is very long, getting up to about 60 miles an hour there before we even have to change into second. Car on the inside, going to give it a bit of room. Oh, car barging through on the inside there, not going to give him the same. Ah, no, I'm stuck, you little git. Got stuck in behind that 11 car there, had to let the 16 through, couldn't come back across there. AI is set to 105%, I think. I've not driven this car so much, so I'm not really fast in it yet, but enough to be competent and be able to bring my opinion to you guys anyway. 13 car on my inside, only one, single file through here. 11 car gets sort of shot out of the line a little bit, which means we gain a position back up into our start position at 14th place. This car gets a little bit loose over the rise. Fourth gear. This corner I've never been able to get on with. Just going to follow the AI through here. Third gear, probably use second next lap around, but third's okay for now. Almost coming around to the end of this lap, so we are doing the Foster's layout, so it's the short circuit of Oulton Park. Down to first gear for the last corner. Try and not get caught off by this camber change. There you go. On the throttle, and that is one lap complete of Oulton Park in the Formula Ford, or Formula Trainer, to give it its proper name, but it is definitely a Formula Ford. Car looking at my inside. So go for it, gotta give him the room. There you go, just about came over his nose at the end there. Not a bad T1 from us. Catapult us to the cars in front, who's slowing up a little bit. We'll take advantage of that. I went to the outside, no room there for me, so good to come back out again. This AI is just the right aggression setting right now. Enough to be believable Formula 4 drivers, I'll give them that. But yeah, this is part of the Brit Pack update. Both the track I am driving and the car I am driving, obviously Oulton Park, Cabwell came out as well, as Brands Hatch, and I think that was it for the tracks. And then we had the Ultima come out, this thing, and various caterhams. Who says that? Caterhams, there you go. I've driven all, and I'll be giving you my opinion of all those in due time, but this is the car I want to drive first, because that's the car I had the most fun with. Because, as the name implies, it's a Formula car, but as you can see in front, we have no downforce at all. Absolutely zero. So this thing drives quite a lot like an old F1 car from the 60s. A lot of four-wheel sliding, a lot of moving about under the brakes and through corners. A lot of wheel movement as well. Again, having a good run through T1, so you can actually get a place this time. Got to be a bit more aggressive to slot back in behind this 19. Nice. I only a 10-lap race this, so I've got to be pretty quick with my moves. I want to pick up any places. Only in 13th right now, not really much of a progression from our 14th place start. Only one place gained. Fighting the understeer through there and getting the power. You can loop this thing. It is quite easy to spin, especially in the slower speed stuff. And up here as well, when you're in the fast things, you can see the car is very nervous. It does like the four-wheel drift, which is pretty much how you get around in these things, but there is a limit to how much you can do up to the car, so it gives up and you end up sliding off into the Armco. And the first gear again, just being a bit cautious through here, because this corner always bites me. Running over the curb a little bit, being a little bit generous my track limits, but it's okay. I have to complete another lap. And with the Brit Pack DLC, a lot of my opinions and thoughts come after discussion with people, and we discussed this a lot, the Brit Pack and how AMS are handling DLC, etc. And I don't know. We thought the DLC was actually a bit pricey for what it was, especially when you compare it to something like Assetto Corsa. But no, It's okay, you know, I think it's worth it personally, but there are others out there who don't, so keep that in mind when purchasing. In terms of what you're actually getting for your money though, in terms of the quality of the things you're getting, there's no doubt about that. This has the AMS stock content quality to it. Everything is fantastic. Physics are great, and I'm sure Statistical Valve has had his dirty hands on these at some point, which is always a good thing. See the tyres there on the front right, on the right side of that 19 car going over the curb was fantastic. Seeing it bouncing, you don't see that in other sims. The AI cars interacting with the environment the same way your car does. Oh, trying to get a good run through there. 19 and 8 very slow, 2 places there. Thank you very much, up until 11th place. Knocking on the door of the top 10. Again, down here you've got to be careful. You want to almost keep your footing going there, but the car is not capable of going flat. Very easy to get onto the grass, and once you put a wheel on the grass it's actually quite hard to come back, so definitely worth. Oh, see you there again. I got off the throttle at the wrong point there. Lift off oversteer is what you call that. See my mirror as well, I've got the car in mirror option checked, only because I had it with the V8 supercar. I could see my spoiler and I thought it was cool. Didn't think I'd see the whole of the back of the car in this, not quite as useful, but good for you guys so you can see what the rear end is doing, so it's not always bad, is it? Keeping it in third gear there. Oh, contact ahead.
Watch out, yellow flag.
Car off. It's a place for us, so that's okay. Slowed up a little bit there, and that let the car behind me get a bit of a run coming up the hill. You can just see him. My mirror is just behind, he's looking up the inside now. We're going to try and outbrake him into T1. Oh! Brakes! Oh, one contact! That is what happens when you get on the brakes too heavy in one of his cars. Just like a go-kart, you just go round and that's it. And we're back to the back of the field there. Damage, of course, is off, as it always is in this AI races, because I want to bring you a full race. I don't want to sit here over and over again trying not to hit the AI, because sometimes it's unavoidable, but that is just what happens when you're driving too hard. Just snagged at the brake pedal there, rear tyres are locked up, and I went straight round and contact the AI. So we've got it all to do now. We're not out of touch, back in 20th place. Doesn't matter though, we're in it for the lulz, as we say. That's the thing that I like about this car, is even though just then I've lost all the work I put in at the start of the race, I don't really mind because I'm enjoying driving this car so much. The way it skates around really is something very special. Like I said, it reminds me of those 60s F1 cars where they drive obviously without anywhere near the power and probably a bit more sophisticated suspension, but the same thing applies. It's all about going sideways and doing it with style, and we sort of do that sometimes. Here again, there's skid marks in my last lap, getting a very nice run through T1, having to get off the throttle a little bit in order not to run into the back of the guy in front, but we've made the blaze stick just about, again just coming across his nose. Always dangerous to do that, because sometimes the driver behind you doesn't really want to give you the room and you end up just having a massive incident. Using all the first gear there, very hard to do that sometimes, having to account for the oversteer and understeer through there. Very okay. Going to try and grab a little bit of slipstream up the hill. Not much slipstream provided by these things, so don't get much of an advantage, but it's something. Something's always better than nothing. Racing the car through there. The rear end of the thing, the whole car is alive. It's I think this is why they call it the Formula Trainer, because if you can drive this car fast, and that puts you in very good stead for everything else out there. I said this a couple of times, like when referring to other cars, but like the analogy would be this is like playing football, as in the real football, the round football, and playing with a small football to practice skill, etc. Then going to a big football and finding it very easy. Same in this sort of thing. This is the small football. This is the small trainer car, as they call it. Being able to drive this fast, a very good start to your sim racing career. Is like that would have been. That would have been the end of both of our races in a real race there. I just clipped his rear wheel. One of us would have went flying off there, but luckily no damage. So I can do what I want. Punch, engage. Up into 18th place. I wonder if we can get back into 14th before the end of the race. That would be a nice thing, wouldn't it? Finish where we started. Being very aggressive on the throttle through here now. Just about keeping that rear end intact. You see it trying to brake a couple of times there. That was on full throttle as well. No, I'm not close enough to cut the inside. Abusing the gear a little bit there. Oh, big! It's that big moment from the car just ahead of us, not the car in front. The car in front of that. So even the AI is having trouble here, and now the bloody computer. They're meant to be flawless. This is a good AI setting for me. Like I said, 105%. I'm sure once I get better, I'll be turning it up a little bit. It's a good place to start. AI seem a little bit weak through T1, where I'm getting a lot of people. Into first gear, come on, get him. Rear end again. When you heavy on the brakes, the rear end is the first thing to start going. Lift off oversteer, but actually now I'm doing that on purpose. It seems, to sort of getting the car sideways a little bit so we can go through there just a little bit quicker. Only 100 and just under 150 horsepower in these things, but you wouldn't know it. They do shift. Bear in mind they do weigh less than 500 kilos though, which is very light for a race car. Get a speedo on the left there, that's in K's, getting up to nearly 140 or so miles an hour down the straight. In something without any downforce is quite scary. Only 4 gears in it as well. One less gear than the GTR Master Race, but no, I can deal. 1 lap to go. Looking very unlikely that we're going to get to our 14th place, but we'll do our best. Getting a wheel inside there, try and get a little bit more traction. Going to go for it now. All or nothing, down the hill. Oh, we're side by side. He gives it up. Oh, big sideways moment down the hill, just about keeping that in one piece. Yeah, I line astern now. Absolutely stepping on the throttle out of there. Sideways, come on, keep it together, keep it together. Good, good, good. Up the hill one more time. Into that big old Oulton Park bridge. I do like the Foster's layout around here. Flows so nicely. Come on. Understeer there, pushing up the front. Giving just a little bit too much throttle there. Don't think we're going to be making any more places here unless there's some sort of incident. Just not, again, braking as late as I dare, the rear end trying to kill me. But guys, that is 10 laps at Oulton Park in the form of the trainer. And this is a really good car, guys. This is very good indeed. And it's, personally I think it's worth the money for the Brit pack, just for this. But I say that about every car I drive, because I make a point to make videos about cars that I enjoy. I don't like bringing negativity, which is why I guess you see a lot of positive stuff from me regarding DLC and stuff like that. But this is definitely worth the money. I really enjoyed driving this, and it's just how alive it is, just how much it moves around in the braking zone, over the crest, etc., and acceleration. All that is being fed to you through the wheel, and you know enough just through the wheel how to control it, which is fantastic given that we're losing out on G-forces and of course being able to fill the car through the seat of our pants, so to speak. But anyway, rambling. Guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, of course, and subscribe to be notified of future videos, and comment below, let me know what you think of this car. I'm interested to know. So guys, have an awesome day, take care, and I'll see you all next time.